today's helpful how-to video will be involving an old emblem, and a toaster oven on a Super Duty. Yeah, this is the Super Duty 7.3, and it has nothing to do with this video. It's just, I don't have the best light inside at the moment, so why not powder coat and give y'all a video outside? So I set it on the hood. Yeah, but anyway, this video is going to be about turning your bumpers or anything you want chrome, be it for a motorcycle. This is actually emblem, hood emblem for a 30s coupe. We are going to be chroming it out with powder coat. Powder coat's from Eastwood, by the way. I'll be showing you how to do that all in this video. And I ain't much on intros, so let's just jump straight to the video. And if you like it, you can, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let's go. Yeah, let's get started. Basically, what you will need is an oven big enough to fit your pot in that you will be powder coating. This is a simple toaster oven, kind of large on the large side. It came from Walmart, so I do got an unboxing video. If I remember to, it will be in a link down in the description, and you can check that out. Might be something you want to pick up. I think you can get them on Amazon and stuff too. eBay, stuff like that, but I got this at Walmart's, and the price and everything should be in that unboxing video of this oven. You will need the pot you're going to powder coat, and you need to prep it. There's a few ways you can do this. I done got this prep, but I will explain to you. This has been lightly sandblasted. That's basically all you need to do, and that was a gunshot you heard in the video, and another gunshot. This is Kentucky, that's nothing to panic about. People just shoot guns off all the time. So this is lightly sandblasted, and if you ain't got a sandblaster, don't worry, you can use sandpaper. I actually got some powder coated windshield wipers that I did on the C30. A video to that in the link in the description below, and I just used sandpaper on them. Turned out great. You can use a wire brush, anything basically to rough this up. Now once you get it prepped, you want to clean it. You can use alcohol, rubbing alcohol. I used brake clean before. I don't recommend it, but it's good cleaner. Spray away grass cleaner, anything to get the old residue off. Make sure it's extremely dry. You want your pot clean before you powder coat it and roughed up. But sandblasting is not the only way to prep this. So next thing you want to do is figure out how you're going to do your pot. You can hang them, or in your oven. You need to test fit your oven fitment before you powder coat it, because you don't want to try hang something with powder and stuff on it. So once you figure out how you're going to hang this, I'm going to hang mine or lay it. Whatever you figure out the way you're going to do it, you need to go to the next step. Preheat your oven at 400 degrees. Some people just throw powder on this, but I always like to preheat my pots before powder coat, because it gets any old leftover oil off of it, if any trapped inside the metals and stuff, and it just makes the powder stick better, and it seems to do better on chrome, and that's what we're going for. So first thing you need to do is hang your item, and then preheat your oven. Oh, ooh, god damn, that's hot. Ooh, that's hot. Woo, preheat is hot. So basically what I did is took some copper wire and hung this basically by the boats, mountain boats. However you hang yours, you can, as long as it's metal, copper wire, clothes hangers, anything you can hang with. That ain't gonna melt at 400 degrees. You can use. Don't recommend plastic or rope. But you see this light pitting in here? If you got light pitting, there's some ways you can fix this, because since you can't bondle it or anything like that, the powder's going to fill most of this in on this piece. But if you got deeper ones, you can use JB Weld, a 2-pot JB Weld now, the kind you mix, and then apply and then sand it smooth. Or you can use like Eastwood's got a safe lead out. It ain't actual lead, but you can lead the pot and then put it in 400 degrees and get them pits out. So that being said, go ahead and put your oven mitt on. Yeah, I left out the fact that you need an oven mitt. This is mine. And insert your pot. So let's go ahead and insert this, just like so. Ooh, I got mine hanging down a little too low. You see that? But you know what? We can adjust that. It's a good thing about this. We can just move it up here. It should be safe. It's not safe. Okay. I need to tighten that up some. Whoops. Now as you're seeing, I didn't edit that mistake out. You know, it happens. I thought it would set up there. But, you know, sometimes it's best to double check stuff like that before you preheat the oven. My oven's done preheated, so I'm going to let this bake for about 15 minutes, give or take. And then I'm going to get the powder ready as it's baking, and then we'll spray it. So, next step. This is the dual voltage Eastwood gun. It's a pretty good gun for the price, especially for the hobbyist. So depending on the gun you use will depend on the air pressure you like. I kind of like my air pressure kind of low, well, powder don't go on super heavy and all that good stuff. But if you look, it's got a diffuser on it. It's a little dirty. I had it sitting down though. You can pop this diffuser off. I kind of use mine without the diffuser, so it just pops right off on these Eastwood guns, just like so. Keep it for later, you might want to use it, but this is normal how I use it. So before you use your powder coat gun, if you had any powder in it beforehand, you want to blow it out. I blew this out with just compressed air. It's a simple way of cleaning a powder coat gun. If you powder coated any or getting into the hobby, you know I got a video on how to clean your gun on my channel, and I try to link it to the description below as well. So let's go ahead and get the powder loaded. Okay, my workstation is outside, just as I told you. Now you got some different clear coats. You got the super gloss, and then you got the full gloss. You know, we're probably going to go with the full gloss. I mean, we don't need super fake looking chrome, so the full gloss probably be exactly what we need. And this reflected chrome, they 2 stages. This one is one that requires, you know, a clear coat over top of it. This is a single stage. Now, depending on what you're doing, you might want to go with a single stage, but I prefer the reflected chrome. I've been doing, guys, when I powder coat, is I take my powder, and you know, you got to shake it up good. It sets, and we'll make sure it's shaken. And I put it in another little bottle here. Eastwood sells these little bottles. Sometimes they give them to you extra. And I just top this off with what powder I wanted to use. That keeps it fresh, and you can just blow it out to clean it. Simple. So you need either a helper or someplace to set this on the rack so you can powder coat this when you remove it. It's been preheating for about 15 minutes now at 400 degrees. We're going to go ahead and remove this, and I'm going to shoot some powder on it. Usually 1 coat all you need, but sometimes 2 depending on how big the item is. So hopefully we get this with 1 coat. As you can see, this is the first coat. Now I'm going to let this set on a few more minutes, maybe about, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes. Then I'm going to shoot 1 more coat on it to do 2 coats, because that's a pretty light coat on that. But if you look, it filled in great. Looks pretty good. So let's go ahead and let this set a few minutes. Make sure we're on bake for 100, and just keep time on it, and then we pour it out and put another coat on it, and then let it bake a few, maybe 5 or 10 minutes or so, and put the clear coat over top of it. Because if you ain't careful, you're too heavy on your powder, you can run your powder just as you can paint. This is the second coat of powder. I waited about 8 minutes before I coated it again. Basically, when you do layers on your powder coat, you want to wait half the cure time before, you know. Basically, this is 20 minutes usually what Eastwood calls for at 400 degrees. I waited 8 minutes and we coated it. So this is the second coat of chrome. It's looking good. Filled in most of the pits as I thought it would. And now we're going to let it bake for about 10 minutes, and I'll throw some clear coat on it. So basically, you want to clean your gun before you put your clear coat on to make sure it ain't no, you know, mixture of powders. You just use compressed air. I said before, just clean your gun between coat, well, not your coats, but between colors. So we got the clear here added the same way as I did the other one before, and I about busted that tank. And that's the clear coat. Now when applying this, you want to just apply enough to make it frosty. you know, looking, because this quick coat got a tendency to sag, just so you know. So once you get your coats pretty well on, you don't want to put them on too heavy. This is the clear coat. What I did is heated it up for 10 minutes, pulled it out, let it cool down for about 15 minutes or so, lukewarm, around 200 degrees what you want it to do, and then you put a coat of clear coat on it, and it should look like this, very frosty looking. Now go ahead and let's just finish it off. We're going to bake this at 400 degrees for 20 minutes. 20, temperature 400, boom. And now when our timer timer kicks, this should be done. And then we'll look at it. So basically what you want to do is let that cool, that coat of clear coat, let it cool down, and if needed another coat you can put it back on, but as between coats you need to let it cool at least 200 degrees, down to 200 degrees or a little bit less, or you pretty well can sag your powder, and if you put it on too heavy it can sag, and you have to pretty well sandblast it all back off. Yeah, ends up being a pain in the ass. So what does powdered chrome look like? Let's switch around here. This looks pretty damn good. It's a cheaper alternative to maybe having something restored, and I got some side-by-side comparisons I guess I can show you. Let's just walk over here, shall we, to my broken mirror on this Ford. So we are here on the broken mirror on the Super Duty. Upcoming how-to video on how to change your mirror coming soon to the channel. So this is the chrome of the factory. This is chrome plated. This is the chrome from the powder coat. It's pretty close, guys. I mean, it looks, you know, this is a cheaper type mirror chrome plate than what I was talking about, but that looks pretty damn good, especially from a distance. I mean, it's powder coated chrome. You can't ask for too much, but damn, that's nice. Pretty nice indeed. So it's getting dark. I got a toaster oven to put back out in the building, and if you made it this far on the video, I appreciate it. I better not set that the ball that's up here. I'm trying to look at the camera while I do shit, you know, because it's on a rigged up tripod type extendy arm, and I'm scared my camera will fall at any moment, so I'm very careful and watch it. Yeah, you know, production value, what I call it. But thank you for tuning in. This is not a beer, this is a soda. Good Kentucky special. Hit that subscribe button. You know, I appreciate it if you do. Drop a like, leave a comment if you found this helpful, and video ideas is always welcome. See you next time.